Today, we're going to talk about something really important: how a young person facing homelessness can find a path from crisis to stability. This isn't just theory, it's about the real, practical steps and support systems that can honestly change everything. So let's dive right in.
First, I want you to just look at this number, 4 million. That's how many young people experience some form of homelessness in the US every single year. It's a huge number. This isn't some small, isolated problem. It's a nationwide crisis that needs our full attention.
And this quote, this is the mindset we have to start with. It is so crucial to get this. Youth homelessness is almost never a personal failure. It's a failure of the systems around us, gaps in our safety nets. That perspective is key to everything we're about to discuss.
So let's start by really understanding the challenge. Because you know what? The absolute first step toward finding a way out is knowing deep down that you are not the only one going through this. You're not alone.
So, what's behind it all? Well, when you look at the reasons, a massive 40% comes directly from family conflict, abuse, or just plain rejection. Then you have big drivers like economic problems and young people who age out of the foster care system with nowhere to go. It's a messy web of complex, interconnected issues.
Okay, so what do you do first? What are the immediate practical steps? It all comes down to safety. Right now, in a crisis, your #1 job is survival and finding a safe, trustworthy adult who can help you figure out what comes next. Think of it like a 4-step emergency plan. First, find a safe haven, a place to stay. Second, get your hands on your vital documents, your ID, your birth certificate, anything like that. Third, take care of your health, both physical and mental. And fourth, start building a support network, even if it's just one person.
Now, when it comes to finding a shelter, it's vital to find the right kind. General adult shelters can actually be really dangerous for young people. But youth-specific centers, they're totally different. They're designed to be safe havens. They're not just a meal and a bed. They have trained professionals there whose whole job is to be that first, crucial connection to help.
All right, so while you're trying to get help, it's just as important to know what dangers to avoid. So what are the biggest risks out there that can completely derail your progress and make you even more vulnerable?
There are 4 huge traps to avoid. First, exploitative relationships. They can lead to so much more trauma. Second, isolation. The more isolated you are, the more of a target you become. Third, using drugs or alcohol to cope, which sounds understandable, but it can block you from getting real help. And finally, and this is a tough one, you have to fight believing the negative stuff people say. Homelessness is your situation, it is not who you are.
Okay, once you've got that immediate safety sorted out, the focus can shift. Now we're talking about building stability. This is that big move from just surviving day to day to actually being able to plan for your future. When it comes to housing, there are 2 main types of programs out there. You've got basic center programs, which are for youth under 18, think short-term crisis shelter. Then there are transitional living programs, or TLPs. These are for a slightly older crowd, 16 to 22, and they offer longer-term housing and a ton of support to help you build skills for living on your own. Another game changer for stability is education. And you need to know about this law, the McKinney-Vento Act. It's a federal law that guarantees students experiencing homelessness the right to enroll in school right away, get transportation, and get the academic support they need. It's a really powerful legal protection. You know, stability is about way more than just having a roof over your head. The best youth centers offer what they call wraparound services. This means they'll help you with school, connect you with free healthcare and counseling, get you into job training programs, and even help you apply for benefits. This is the stuff that tackles the root problems and really builds a foundation for the future. And that brings us to the final stage, the pathway to real independence. This is where it all comes together, where you get the skills and the support network you need for long-term success.
You know, you can't ever underestimate the power of just one person. The research on this is crystal clear. Having just one stable, caring adult in your life, a mentor, a case manager, a counselor, can radically improve your chances of success. It fights that feeling of isolation and gives you the guidance we all need.
True independence isn't just about having a job. It's built on a foundation of life skills. So these supportive programs, they don't just hand you things. They teach you financial literacy, how to budget and use a bank. They teach you about healthy relationships. They help you set goals, and crucially, they provide counseling so you can address the trauma of what you've been through. But look, solving this crisis can't just be on the shoulders of the young people going through it. So that brings us to a really important question for everyone watching. What can we do?
How can we all help?
Here are 4 real, concrete things anyone can do. 1, you can support and fund those youth-specific services we've been talking about. 2, you can advocate for better policies, like more affordable housing. 3, you can fight the stigma in your everyday life. Just treat everyone with dignity. And 4, you can volunteer your time or donate to the incredible organizations doing this work on the ground.
And if you are a young person watching this right now and you need help, please listen closely. The National Runaway Safe Line is there for you 24/7. It is totally free and completely confidential. Call them. The number is 1-800-786-2929. That's 1-800-RUNAWAY. They will connect you to help right where you are. You are not alone.
Let's end on this note. Being homeless is a chapter in your life, but it is not the whole story. The road to stability is hard, there's no question, but it is possible. And please remember, asking for help is a sign of incredible strength. With the right support, your story is far from over. In fact, the best chapters might be just ahead.